Hello, welcome to my channel. My name is Alicia. Today I have for you my April empties and just kind of things I liked in April and maybe things that I didn't like. But I have a big tub of empties. So, and there's mostly like things I've got in my subscription boxes. There's a couple things that aren't, like this one. So I was just sort of like trying to find some different things, and I ran across this aisle at Walmart that had little meal kits. And this one I do not recommend. I don't know. Yeah, I have the one I recommend. So this is the chow mein. It's okay, but I don't like the sauce, and so I think you could do the same thing, which is teriyaki sauce, for way better. But I did buy a couple of these. This one I absolutely love and would totally buy again, and actually I have in my pantry right now. So I don't know how one can be so yummy, but this one sauce I just did not like. So these are, I think, the only food items I had, but they were like, I don't know, $2 or $3 a piece. And in reality, it gave you the sauces, some extra spices, and the noodles. So you could really recreate this probably easily on yourself without this. But I thought the pad thai was super yummy. My husband really liked it. So there's that. And speaking of Walmart, one of my other favorites were these capris that I showed in my Walmart haul. They're like 14 bucks. They're by Tetra and Sky, and they are the capris. I didn't expect for them to be cotton. So I don't know if I can find it quickly. If not, we'll just forget about it. But they were quite a bit, like 60% or something, cotton, where I know some cheap pants can be like polyester. So these breathe really nicely. I almost feel like going and buying a couple pairs of just have them on extra. So I love these capris by Walmart. All right. So this is another empty. I should have probably put this in a giveaway. It was a mineral sunscreen that was tinted, so I couldn't even wear it. I tried it, and I basically, I don't know, it came out brown. I should have taken a picture. It would have been comical. So this went in the trash, and I don't believe that it is, there's not like, how do I say this? I don't think this product comes in variations of tint. It's just kind of one tint fits all. I am at the very far end of the fair scale when it comes to like foundations, etc. So this would only work maybe if you were in the middle of the spectrum, because it was fairly dark. So I just had to wash it off and go a whole nother route. So this would definitely, it was a sample I got in my Target box, would not at all repurchase it. So this is a lotion. I believe I got it in my TheraBox, but it could have been, actually it could have been my Bombay and Cedar. I don't remember. It's a fine lotion. I do not like the smell. So I think that would be the brand's Bro, or however you say that. And it's Clary Sage Calming. I don't really know whether it calmed me or not. I used it for my legs. So it worked for lotion. It was a very nice lotion. I don't like the smell of clary sage, so I just, you know, I don't want to walk around smelling like that. So would never repurchase that, but it was a fine lotion, and if you like clary sage, you know, it would be a good product for you. So I have a couple sheet masks. I am not going to talk really individually about them. So I am just really new into my sheet mask kind of journey, and I liked them all. This one probably was too moisturizing. I just felt like I had some kind of slime on me for the rest of the night. I really enjoyed this brand. I believe I got this in my, I don't know, Cosbox or FabFitFun quite a bit of time ago, and then I never used them, and now I'm using them. So it is a really good brand. I feel like those, maybe that's back here's a better way to look at it. But for the most part, these all, you know, I felt like they were very hydrating, very nice. So sheet masks, those are my new sort of hobby I'm getting into. So I got a Jade Roller. I was looking on Amazon. Half of them I probably come from overseas, and we're going to take months and months. And so this is made in America, so I like that. I might, if I remember, put the link down below because I feel like supporting American companies is probably a good idea. And I don't remember. This was like some, I don't know. I want to say $10, possibly $16, but I love it. I use it every day now. So I really like this Jade Roller. And I'm sure you could just Google that company or put that company's name into Amazon and it would come up, and it came, you know, really quickly. Sort of another miss is, and then this package isn't really showing it very well, it's a Daily Concept. It was like a soap sponge, mother of pearl, and I believe this came in my test tube or beauty, yeah, test tube beauty. And I don't know whether this was a sample size or whether this is a full size, but the sponge is like really small. So it was very awkward trying to get it all over my body. It was also very abrasive. My husband even made note of it. It says gentle, mild, but then they have the word vigorous. So, oh wait, actually, those are the 3 levels. They have gentle, mild, and vigorous. This is called mild. I would hate to see what the vigorous one is. So I probably should have brought the sponge out of my shower. I'm using it and I will continue to use it, but it is very tiny. I like Spongel. Spongel are bigger. I don't think Spongel are so rough. So this Daily Concept sponge definitely would not buy again. I was glad to get it, glad to use it. But like I said, it's so small, it's hard to kind of, I feel like I'm fumbling with it quite a bit. So I had just finished this eye cream by Clinique. It's Clinique All About Eyes. It says reduces circles and puffs. I can say, I mean, you can see them kind of from here. I don't think it necessarily reduced anything, but I feel like it was I don't know why I'm opening it. There's nothing there to look at. I will say it's a nice eye cream. It lasts me, I would say, 6 months or more. It lasts a really long time. It's about $35. So I think it's a, you know, it's a standard eye cream. It moisturizes. I don't think it's a miracle, you know, worker that makes my eyes look, you know, 20 years younger. But I would purchase it again right now because I'm getting a lot of skincare boxes. I kind of have a queue of eye cream. So there's no reason for me to purchase this right now. So, but I liked it and I would recommend it for sure. So this was a sponge I got in my Taste of Home kind of cooking box. So clearly it's not necessarily an empty or used, but it's gonna go in the trash. Like this is just, I don't think very effective. Like it's I like, I have a scrub brush on a stick, so my hands aren't getting, kind of wet and whatever, but this I did not feel like got off the stuff at all. I have a similar one that's made for your face in the shower. So I don't know. I just feel like this is not heavy duty enough. Maybe you guys have one at home and you love it, but I am just not a fan of this silicone sponge for dishes. I just don't feel like it really, anything that needed kind of heavy duty, like getting in there to get off, it was not working. So another empty I have are the soaps. You would have seen these in my Amazon haul. This was the goat milk, oatmeal and honey. Totally, it's a fine bar soap. I would say if you want a squeaky, clean bar of soap, this is not for you. So this is more of a moisturizing soap, and it's a fine bar soap. Can't complain. This particular scent doesn't really smell that well, but it does the job. But like I said, it's more of a moisturizing bar, so if you're after a squeaky clean, this is definitely not for you. I just did this one last night. I got these in my TheraBox. These are Grace and Stella eye masks. So I could feel a very, very slight tingle when I put them on, but I would say no more than a slight tingle. You know, again, as you can see, I can see the puffiness from here. It's not like it worked miracles, but I liked it and it was, you know, soothing. It felt good. I am crazily thinking about getting like a little mini refrige for these products. I wonder if putting them in the fridge really, you know, helps or does anything. And yes, I suppose I could put them in my own refrigerator. Another empty I have is my Lavender. I have been starting to buy this now from a company called Eden's Garden. It's a lot cheaper than the doTERRA I used to be getting. And I still do buy some things from doTERRA, but often if it's like a lavender, I just get it off Eden's Garden and it's a fraction of the price. They still, you know, vet their products. It's 100% pure, etc. But I put lavender in my daughter's diffuser at night. I put it in my diffuser at night. So we use lavender just about every day. So I, at this point, use a lot heavier of oils to try to go to sleep. I have not been sleeping so well since all of this COVID stuff has started. But lavender is my typical every night thing when not anything crazy is going on. So I love it, and I don't think I will ever go back. I was skeptical at first. Like, I was just like, no way, this is a bunch of hokey pokey and it's not going to work. But I really do feel like I sleep better with essential oils. So this was another sample in my Target box. I think it's Vichy or Vichy. I have no idea. The Aqualia Thermal. And so I don't know what full size looks like. This came in a really nice glass jar, but it was a very, very, very heavy like night cream. And so I don't feel like it soaked in. I mean, if you have dry skin, this would be a great product for you. If you had oily skin, this would be terrible. Because I just feel like it was almost overly moisturizing for my particular skin. But again, if you had dry skin, this would be a great, great product. I don't know how big or small the jar is if you actually bought it. I don't think I would buy it again. Again, I kind of have a queue of face cream, so I don't really need to buy it. But it was too thick for my liking. And I kind of have combo skin. I would say I have dry skin more than oily. So I don't know. It's very, very, very thick. All right, so this isn't so much an empty, and I really, really wanted to love this. I got this way over a year ago. Lilac is one of my favorite scents. It reminds me of my dad's house, or really my house growing up. We had a lilac bush, but it's like a bar of lotion. And I was trying to see which box I got this in. This is in one of my bath box. And so you take it out and you kind of like rub it between your hands, and then you get this residue. But for this particular one, again, I love the scent. I wanted to love this. I kept on to it because I thought I would use it. But it has a very tacky texture. So I'm not sure whether you can see all the oil. That eventually goes away. But most things like this go away, like say 60 seconds or less. The tacky feeling stays, let's say 10 minutes. So it does eventually go away. I really, really wanted to like this lotion bar because of this scent. It smells wonderful. Again, lilac is a favorite scent, but this is gonna go in the trash because it just has this tacky feeling and the oil just stays for far too long. I don't have time to wait the 10 minutes, so I'm not getting everything oily. So it makes me sad because I love this scent. So I recently finished this Neutrogena Healthy Skin Firming Cream, SPF 15. So I was using this like on my face for SPF if I was going out. I would use it on my arms. I'm starting to put SPF on my arms. You can see all of my, you can say freckles, but they're really sunspots. So like in Indiana, growing up, I would get these freckles in the summer, but in the winter they would go away. Now that I've lived in California for, it'll be 15 years in May, 15 years at the end of this month, they stay year round and they just get more and more. And again, back in my 20s and 30s, I guess I was just not very aware. I didn't always put sunscreen on daily, so now I am. So I'm going through these faster. I think this is a light, it doesn't stay on oily or anything. I'm not sure the firming stuff really did anything to firm anything, but it's a decent, you know, over drugstore moisturizer with SPF. So these are several of these are from my Target box. This is the CeraVe Foaming Facial Cleanser for normal to oily skin. So that it probably is the problem why I didn't like it. and I didn't read that. I just knew I didn't like it. I tried this twice, and there's no way for me. It just dried out my skin something terrible, and now I understand why. Because it says normal to oily, so I think I really do have dry skin. Now this says cleans and softens without drying, and I know a lot of people like this product or these products. Personally, I just came out of the shower almost like my skin had been in the desert for like 100 days. I don't know. It was, and I only needed 2 times of that feeling before I was like, no way. So this is gonna go in the trash. It just was too drying on my skin. This is a sample of foundation I got from my Birchbox or Ipsy many moons ago. I have started putting on makeup to kind of, I don't know, make myself feel like I'm up for the day, just kind of for fun. Nobody can see me, so if I mess up, I mess up. So I finally emptied this out. I actually had bought it a long time ago, so I have a big tube. But this is the Marcel City Tinted Cream SPF 25. It's an oxygenate cream, and it's in Fair. So I like this a lot. Like I said, I bought a full size of this, but I got this many moons ago, but I really do like it. It's a light foundation. Oh, I'm gonna sneeze maybe. So I like this foundation a lot. Excuse me. All right. Another sample I got from CeraVe, and it is a facial moisturizing lotion with SPF 30. So it was fine. It was very, in my mind, it was too thick. I got about 2 uses out of this little sample, and it did its job. You know, it protected my face for the day I was out. But again, for me, it was too heavy of a cream for daily use. Like if this was a night cream, then that would have been one thing. But for a daily cream, this was particularly too heavy. So these next 2 samples were by that Vichy brand. They were so tiny that I can't even say whether I hated it, loved it, or otherwise. There was one for your eyes, which I only got 1 use out of. And then this one, I might have been able to get 2, but I just used it all in one. Neither one made my face break out. I have very sensitive skin. None of these products today had made my skin break out. And they were nice enough, but they were so tiny that I couldn't tell whether, you know, I loved them or hated them. I would have needed probably at least 2 uses to make that decision. And so these were just too tiny and really kind of pointless. So I don't know. I wouldn't buy them again just because I really have no idea whether I loved them or hated them. So this is, I think I saw another YouTuber getting these. They came in a bottle like this, and at the end of this week, I will be out of them. It was a Pro-B Feminine Probiotic Supplement, balances yeast and bacteria to maintain feminine health. So ever since having my daughter, I get way too many UTIs and or yeast infections. So when I saw this YouTuber saying this was a nice product, I thought I would try it out. I think it was about 25 or 30 bucks on Amazon. I can't say because it's not like I get them every month. So this month has been fine. I haven't noticed any difference at all. Like I know with some probiotics, they kind of change your bathroom patterns for a bit. I noticed nothing. I couldn't tell that I was taking this. So I don't know, in all honesty, whether it's helping or not doing anything. So I'm not sure I'm going to buy it again. So it was at the very minimum harmless, but I don't have necessarily any proof that it did anything or not. All right, so I have a couple other things that I got this month. A couple that I really like. My sunglasses are a regret only because they are not polarized. I got so excited with my trunk club and that I had a credit. So I love these sunglasses. I think they're cute, but I wore them before I realized they are not polarized. So that's a bummer for me. I love them, but these were too expensive to not be polarized. So for whatever reason, again, a lot changed for me when I had my daughter. She just changed, I guess, the whole chemistry of my body. But the first time it ever happened when I was pregnant, being exposed to the bright sun, and unfortunately in California, we have really bright sun for a good solid 4 to 6 months out of the year, really probably 6 months. It can be anywhere from April to November. And so I can totally wear these like towards the evening or in the off season. Like once it gets towards winter or on a cloudy day, I can wear these no problem. But they kind of have lavender lenses, which I don't know whether you can see, but they let so much sun in and I get headaches. I guess that was where the story was going. I get headaches for whatever reason when I'm out in the bright sun too long. I wear a hat, I wear sunglasses, and I can still get a headache. I don't know what causes it. The eye doctor didn't want to hear anything about it, just telling me I have migraines, but it never started until I was pregnant. So I didn't notice that these didn't have polarization because I got 2 pairs in my trunk club, and I know one was for sure polarized, but they were too small for my face. So I like these. I will keep them, clearly use them, but had I realized before I'd worn them that they were not polarized, I would not have spent that much money on them. Another regret that it will end up going in the trash can, it's about half used, is this Aussie Miracle Curls. This totally just dries my hair out. Like it just, no matter what kind of conditioner I use, I feel like this is almost like a clarifying conditioner or shampoo. So I don't know. I don't recommend it only because it dried out my hair like no other. On the other hand, I totally recommend this guy. This was in my Walmart haul. It was a Heritage by Mindy McKnight. Never heard of her, don't know who she is. But this is a gentle daily shampoo. And at Walmart, if it wasn't for the social distancing, I never would have found it. Like I was kind of in this corner waiting for some people to go by, and they had a display, like a little, like almost like cardboard display of just this. It was not down the shampoo aisle, but it was kind of near all of that stuff in its own thing. So $7.95. This is awesome. It feels so soft in your hand when you're putting it on, and it makes my hair feel so soft. So I recommend this. I hope they keep this. I'm afraid that it's going to be something that was there, like that one little stand, and then it'll never have it again. But I would definitely rebuy this for $7.95. I like that it has a pump, and again, it makes my hair feel so, so soft. So definitely would rebuy this. This came in my Test Tube Beauty this month. I've only been able to use it 3 times, but I love it. It's Daily Dose Miracle Moisture Leave-In Conditioner. I think it makes my hair easier to brush out. I think it makes it soft and shiny, and I like how my hair air dries with this. So I totally recommend this. Another favorite I got is this face cream in my Face Tory. This is Alicia Coy, the Tetra Force cream. You could look that up, just Tetra Force cream on Amazon. It's $15 on Amazon. It is very lightweight. It soaks into your face. So nice. I use this at night before I go to bed. You could use it for the daytime. It's really awesome. I love it so much. And a couple more things that I got in my TheraBox. So I loved my TheraBox. I don't know whether this was this month. Yeah, this was this month. So, and I will probably do a video of journaling, but this was a self-love like workbook sort of a thing, and I just sat down to this afternoon and kind of worked my way through it. I love it. So I just think it's very uplifting. I will probably have my TheraBox be an every month thing just because I love these self-help. I was trying to find one of the quotes. It's just so uplifting and so awesome. Like I said, I will probably do a whole video on the journal, but like here's one quote. Love yourself first and everything falls in line. You really have to love yourself to get anything done in this world. And I fell into a rut early on with this quarantine thing, trying to be super mom, super wife, and I was not getting any alone time or time for myself. And I can say I feel much better after getting some alone time. But again, I'll probably do a whole video on this. And then I didn't share the video, but I had ended up in April, I ordered the January box of TheraBox because I hadn't got that one. And it came with this Sidekick journal for the morning. And I don't need a morning routine. I feel like I'm fine. I'm sure it could be beneficial. So I had written some notes on the pages based on weight or the goals I wanted. But this was an awesome workbook that set up like the how, the why. So I looked up this company, Sidekick Journal, and I got a manage, what does it say? Master your eating habits for life. So it's the same thing, but with food. So I am excited for that. Probably after this video, I will spend some time doing this. So anyway, those are my April kind of empties and likes and dislikes or regrets. So anyway, I hope you guys are having a fabulous week.